absolutely perfect pickled red cabbage. Not for me. There you go. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're making one of my favourite pickles. We're making pickled red cabbage. I've got a couple of red cabbages here, look. Now in total they only weigh about 600 grams, and that is total. They're on reduce, so if they're on reduce, let's make them into pickles. So we need a bowl. We're going to slice this up, chuck it in here and throw some salt on. Now I'm going to use sea salt, and it's not iodized. It is just regular sea salt. Right, we don't want that in there, do we? We want all the cabbage, we don't want that stalk. So that is coming out. Now if you want to slice up the stalk, please feel free. Don't you love it when you get a bargain, you know? You get a couple of cabbages for next to nothing, just because the leaves are turning. All we gotta do now, thinly slice, any which way you want. So just pull your I don't know what we're going to call this. Just pull your sliced cabbage apart. You know, if you've got some that's all stuck together there, you know, like this, just pull it apart. Okay, like I say, I'm using sea salt, and we're going in there with some sea salt. Now what's going to happen is the brine's going to come out of here. It's going to start to release its moisture, the brine, and then we are going to rinse it. We're going to rinse it clean, and hopefully some of that would have come out of there. I'm going to leave that to stand half an hour, and in that half an hour we can put our solution together, our pickling solution. There you go. So just put that to one side. Okay, while that cabbage has got its 30 minutes to go in there and soggy up, you know, to get the moisture out, we can put our brine together, because I like my brine to cool right down. I don't like to have soggy cabbage, I like to have crunchy cabbage. In there, white vinegar. In there, water. Flame on. Right, in here I've got mustard seeds, I've got black peppercorns, and I've got caraway seeds. That is a bay leaf, and we're going in there with some sugar, and that has given us our brine. So all we're doing is we're bringing to the boil, dissolve the sugar, turn it off to go cool, and we're going to use that brine in our cabbage. Now obviously if you don't want to use mustard seeds and peppercorns and things, don't put it in. Sugar and water and vinegar is enough to make pickled cabbage, and I do that pretty much regular actually. I'm not bothered about all the fancy bits, you know, we just put this in here for the video. So sugar, water, vinegar, and that makes your brine. Heat it up like we're doing now, dissolve the sugar, let it cool down, chuck it on your cabbage. Make sure your cabbage is covered, pack the cabbage down tightly inside, job done. There we go, we got a nice little boil on there, look. All the sugar's dissolved, turn it off, and we let it cool down. There you go, as easy as that. Okay, we've got our little cabbage going on there, look. All we need to do now is give that a rinse and a drain. So grab yourself something you can rinse and drain it in, and do it. Okay, just let it sit there about 10 minutes. Let the most of that water drain out of there through that colander, and then we're ready to stuff our jars. So there you go, once you've had 10 minutes, that'll do. Take a couple of sterilised jars. I've just sterilised them with boiling water. We're not keeping it for any length of time, you know, we're just going to eat it, you know. And all you've got to do is stuff your jars. Nice and straightforward. Let's just get that in there. Give the top a wipe round in a minute. Now, compress it in. Pack it in. Two jars. Just give that a little wipe round and get rid of all those bits. Oh, terrible me, you know. Now we're taking our brine solution, and you have to decide whether you want to fill your red cabbage up with all that brine stuff in there, or you just want the brine. Now give it time to find its way down. Just don't forget we packed this up. So, you know, just keep topping whilst it keeps dropping. Oh. Hello. What are you doing? So now we've got a helper. What we need to do is put our lids on here, and that's it. That's it basically. What you do, you leave that for 4 hours. 4 hours, and that is ready to eat. However, leave it 24 hours and you have a fantastic red pickle. Tomorrow, and we'll give it a taste test. Fabulous. So the taste test then, here we go. Got a fantastic crunch on that cabbage. It's not overly pickly. It's got a nice warming heat with the mustard and peppercorns. I mean, that is really a nice pickle. But let me tell you this, it's not for me. I'm not keen. I'm really not keen. Like I said when we were making the video, my way to make the pickled red cabbage is straightforward. Sugar, water, vinegar, equal parts, boil it up, dissolve the sugar and a little bit of salt. Sip it on your cabbage, job done. Easy as that. Makes perfect red cabbage every time. Perfect pickled red cabbage every time. So we made it this way with all the pickling spices, you know. Everybody likes it their own way. There's enough pickling spices in here. It gives it that nice pickle flavour, but it's not for me. I like the plain pickled red cabbage. There you go. You don't hear me say that very often. You know, I love my food, and I love this. It's just crunchy, it's perfect. It's fantastic. It's got the flavour of the caraway in there and everything, you know. Absolutely perfect pickled red cabbage. Not for me. There you go. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make pickled red cabbage at home. Cheap, easy, delicious. If you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and we'll catch you in the next video. But we can't waste it, can we? What about that then? Hey, what about that then? You sausage, you are you? Hey, are you sausage, you? Hey. Oh, you're lovely. Hey, are you? Am I getting washed again? Am I getting washed again?